So I'm going to interview a woman and ask her two questions. What does high value man mean to her? And we know that all men can't be a high value man. So what's the minimum viable product with a man? So, hi. You've asked me to keep you anonymous, so I'll just ask you the question now. Go ahead.
Well, to answer your first question, a high value black man, I believe, is someone who's motivated, ambitious, someone who is upwardly mobile, meaning that they always seek ways in which they can improve their life, improve their lifestyle, and just, basically upgrade themselves. Like someone who constantly tries to upgrade. I think the slang term for that now is level up. Someone who's ambitious and who keeps moving forward. And I think the second question you asked was, what's the minimum? I'm not certain if there can be a minimum for living life. I'm not certain if there can be, because that person immediately becomes sort of a failure. And if you're not progressing, if you're not moving forward, then you're either stagnant or you're regressing. And that's really no way to live. That's not someone who is fulfilled, someone who's happy, somebody who's exercising their full potential. So I'm not really sure how to answer that question, because I don't think or believe that there should be a minimum that is required or expected of someone. I think people should always strive to do better or do more. And just to add to the first answer that I gave of a higher value black man being someone who is upwardly mobile, if that person is connected to a family, if that person has a wife and children, kids, that person also provides and is stable. Men are traditionally the head of the household. So that person would now occupy a significant role in the home. They would become, I guess, that marker for stability, instruction for the children, and basically the provider. And that's not to say that women are not able to contribute as well or to work. You have a lot of, great women out there who are career oriented and who do their thing. I am a career oriented woman as well. And, I do contribute financially to the household. But what I'm saying is that the man in that position, a high value man from my own perspective, will be someone who creates an environment where the wife and the children are provided for. The wife is able to nurture and mother and do the things that she does or needs to do, because she's not worried about other things like paying the bills and stuff like that. Children are able to learn in a relaxed environment, and they're able to also exercise their full potential as kids and as, changing and growing human beings and individuals, because they're not worried about certain things either, right? And the man is the umbrella under which all of that happens, who is the one who provides. So a high value black man, yes, upwardly mobile, motivated, ambitious, always moving forward. And where he has a family attached, he is that stable, provider and that consistent factor in the home that allows his family to operate at their full, truest, best potential.
Just one more question. So some men may actually be working in fast food, earning $30,000 a year, basically have a GED. What do you think a man like that should do to become a high value man?
Well, if I was to answer that question honestly, I'm not really able to tell people what they should or shouldn't do. I can only speak from what my perspective is. There's nothing wrong with working in the fast food industry or retail or anything like that, having an entry-level job or anything. Being able to provide for your family and contributing, as I mentioned before, if there are two adults in the home, a husband and wife, or a man and a woman. I know that there are homes now that have, a different configuration. That's fine too. But if both persons are able to contribute and to provide a positive and safe and healthy environment for the children, then I think that's okay. That's fine. Not everyone is able to earn $100,000 or more, six-figure income, and that's okay. But just to reiterate what I said before, and just to add to the first response that I had, every individual, including black men, should be looking to upgrade themselves. So that person with a GED working in fast food, nothing wrong with that. But, there should be some kind of upward mobility. You should be looking to kind of advance yourself, improve your skills, move on to the next thing. So you started off with fast food GED. What's the next thing? Maybe, go back to do night classes or go back to school or whatever it is that they do now. They have online courses and different things. Learn a skill, learn something else where you can earn a little bit more so that your family can be a little bit more comfortable, and so that because the thing about it is too, your earning potential or your earning power also determines the future, quote unquote, or so to speak, of your kids as well, in terms of, and I don't want this to be taken the wrong way, but if you have them in an environment where they're unsafe or where they're constantly worried about other things, they won't be able to perform at their best.
Interview with Mrs. Pretty. I'll call her Mrs. Pretty. And very informative. I think what it is a high value man is someone who is a provider, protector, and a builder. And I think that's what women are looking for. And I think, I like the point about how someone can move from a regular job, probably low wage, and constantly seek to improve themselves to make life better for everyone. I want to thank Mrs. Pretty for taking time out. I think it was a good interview. And I like to hear it from the other side, because us as men, we have our ideas about what women think. Now, not to say Mrs. Pretty thinks like every other woman, but I'm sure there are a lot of women like her out there and that. So good, informative interview. Hope to do more of things like this with different folks to give us an idea of a balanced view of what different people think. And just to leave you again with what P.T. Barnum said, build and they will come. And I think if you build your life, you set yourself up in the right way, they will come. Thank you.